Hey, my name is Juan, and today I'm going to show you how to create a semi-automated inventory management system. And this is going to basically send emails to your suppliers every time your stock runs low. And runs low means below your threshold, okay? So for this, we're going to need an inventory tab, a suppliers tab with all the information from the suppliers, a reorder summary tab, which is actually a formula. I'm going to show you how it works later. We're gonna need 3 logs, so the sales log, the returns log, and the restock log. And this is basically the information you're gonna export to the spreadsheet every week or whatever, or every day. And we're gonna use formulas to calculate your current inventory and if we need to restock it or not. Okay, so let's create a new spreadsheet. Just open a new tab and type sheet.new. And I'm gonna copy the data from the other spreadsheet, but I'm gonna format everything and create the formulas from scratch. So don't worry, I'm just saving some time. So let's go here, copy this, go here, paste it. And first let's create all the tabs. So current inventory. Next, go to suppliers, create another tab. Paste it, suppliers, perfect. We're gonna go and copy just the header here because the rest is a formula. So paste the headers and let's call it reorder summary. And all the 3 logs, so the sales log, let's just call it sales, paste it, and these are all random numbers obviously. The returns log, returns, go here, paste it, and the restock log. So restock, stock, paste it. Okay, perfect. Now let's start with the current inventory tab. Okay, so first of all of these are formulas, so let's delete this. And let's first make everything look a little bit nicer. So merge this is gonna be a header. I'll make it a little bit bigger, maybe bolder. And we will set a border below, so let's set it to dark gray and medium thickness. Perfect. And select this, go to format, alternating colors, and select the header row as, I don't know, light blue. Yeah. Okay. And let's resize the columns. Just select the columns that you want and double click between them to auto resize. Okay. Perfect. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna calculate the total sales. Okay, so every time you export it here, you've got your SKUs, which is actually the product ID. Let's call it SKU, okay, just to keep it easy to understand. And actually, let's change this to white so it pops up. And we will change product ID to SKU in here as well. Now, we want to calculate all the logs for this product. Okay, so the Solar Brew kettle, which is SKU1 in this example. Okay, so we're gonna use the sum if formula, type equals sum if, and the range where the condition is. Okay, so let's go to the sales tab. The condition is gonna be on the SKU because we want to match to this SKU. Okay. And just to account for future exports, leave it open-ended. Okay, so just delete the numbers of the second of the end of the range, and click on comma. The criterion. So let's go back to the current inventory, and let's sometimes, yeah, it's gonna auto select things for you, just delete it and select your SKU. Okay, so this is the condition. The range here is gonna match, needs to match the SKU, okay, in order for it to sum it. Now click comma, and we want to tell it what to sum if the condition is met. Okay, so go to sales, and we want to sum the quantity. Okay, so select, oops, I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's go back to sales, select the quantity column, and don't select the header. Okay, and leave it open-ended again. Okay, press enter, and this should be correct. Let's just make sure. Okay, so the SKU is 1 solar brew kettle. Go to sales, and let's actually resize this to make it nicer. Oops, and let's do it like this. Okay, no, I don't like it. Come on, there we go. Okay, so solar brew kettle is SKU 1, and it shows only once here, and it's 49. Okay, so it's correct. Now we want to drag the formula down, and if we want this to work, we want to fix some ranges. Okay, so for example, the condition range. Okay, so I want to fix this range because this is not going to change, and the quantity range. Okay, so let's go here, double click, and where you have the condition range, click F4 to fix everything. Okay, the columns and the rows, which is gonna add these dollar signs, and same for the sum range. Okay, so F4, press enter, and it's auto suggesting the formula, which is correct, but I'm gonna show you how to fill it down. So you have two options. You either drag it down. Okay, so just click the cell, go to the corner here, and when you see this plus, just drag it down, or you can actually double click, and it will autofill everything until the last row where it sees data. Okay, so let's do the same for returns, but from the return tab. Okay, so sum if the range, so let's go to returns, so select all of this, leave it open-ended. Let's already fix it. Okay, the criterion, which is the SKU. Okay, because this is unique, you don't want to do the product name. Probably the SKU is the most secure way. Comma, go back to returns and select the appropriate range. Oops, just delete this. Turns, select all of this, leave it open-ended, fix it, F4, enter. Okay, double click, perfect. Okay, let's make sure it's fine. So let's just choose, I don't know, this one. So it says 4 returns for Swift Grip, which is Q6. So returns, Swift Grip is 3 in here. Okay, and we should have another one, right? Yeah. So in here we got another return for Swift Grip, so in total it's 4. Perfect. Okay, Swift Grip 4, perfect. Do the same for restock. Sum if. So this is actually every time you restock your inventory, you can also log it. Go to restock, select the range, leave it open-ended, and fix it as well. Comma, and delete this, select the SKU, comma, go back to restock, delete whatever is auto-populated, select, leave it open-ended, F4, enter, and drag it down or double click, whatever you want. Okay, now this is gonna be where we're gonna calculate the total inventory. Okay, so this is gonna be the restocks plus the returns minus the sales. Okay, so equals restock plus returns minus the sales. Okay, enter. Yeah, we're gonna let it auto-populate. Let's make sure it's okay. Double click. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay. So this plus this minus this equals this. Okay. So this is your current inventory. And here you're gonna set your threshold. Okay. So if your inventory goes below or equal to this threshold, then you're gonna want to send an email to the supplier and restock your inventory. Okay. Perfect. So let's now go to the suppliers tab. First, let's format everything. Okay, alternating colors. Header is gonna be light blue, and let's also make it white, the text. And okay. So first of all, we see that these are not numbers, okay, because I pasted it and it seems it didn't retain its value, okay, because you see numbers always go to the right. So this is also text. These are numbers, okay, so you remember this. Numbers always go to the right, okay. This is how you know. So let's just put random numbers here to make it right. Delete this and type, I don't know, 25, 10, 50, 30, 25, 52, whatever. Okay, nice. Okay, let's make sure this is sized properly. And this is the price per unit. Okay, this tab actually shows the information of your suppliers and what products they sell and all their contact information, how long it takes for a restock to usually arrive. So you got the SKU of the product, the supplier, the vendor, the product itself, the price, the reorder amount that you want every time you send them an email. Okay, so this is going to be dynamic. The email itself is going to be dynamic. This is a formula that's going to calculate the total amount you have to pay for the restock. Okay, so let's make it a formula. It's a very simple formula. Equals basically the price multiplied by the amount. Press enter. Perfect. And we can even format it to be a dollar. Okay, so select both of these. Go to, I have it in pounds here. Let's go, you know what, whatever. Let's do it pounds. Decrease the decimals. Nice. Okay, the next thing is the reorder. Okay, so this is gonna be a formula as well. So delete this, and this is gonna change to yes every time the inventory goes below the threshold or equals to the threshold. Okay, so we're gonna do a formula equals if go to current inventory, this is smaller than or equal to your threshold, then comma parentheses, open quotes, type yes. Okay, and if it isn't, let's do another comma, quotes, no. Okay, enter. And you're gonna see how it works in a moment. Let's just drag it down. Okay, so right now we don't have to restock anything. We're gonna change it in a moment just to show you how it works. Okay, and this also, let's delete this. This is gonna be a check mark. Okay, so insert, tick box, nice. Okay, so in order to show you how it works, let's just change the first two products to be below the restock. Okay, so let's change it to 0 and this to 1, for example. Okay, so Solar Brew Kettle and Evershade Tent, this should change to yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the reorder summary tab. So this is gonna be a formula that filters information from here based on two parameters. If this is set to yes and this is set to false, basically to its default status, it's gonna show on that tab, and I'm gonna explain in a moment why we're doing it. Okay, so let's first do it. So go to reorder, and we're gonna go to the leftmost cell under product ID, or actually SKU. Okay, this is gonna be vendor, it's fine. Okay, so type equals filter. Okay, I'm gonna use the filter function. We want to set the range we want returned to us. Okay, go to suppliers. It automatically selects everything smartly. We don't actually want the header, and we want to leave it open-ended. Okay, so let's do A2 and delete this. Okay, perfect. Comma. The condition is gonna be, there's actually gonna be two conditions, as I said. First, we want this to be yes. Okay, so let's select this range and leave it open-ended. Equals, open quotes, yes. Okay, and make sure it's case sensitive. I'm actually not sure if, I'm pretty sure it's case sensitive. Okay, just keep it case sensitive. Comma. The second condition is gonna be that this open-ended equals false. Okay, and you don't need quotation marks because this is a Boolean value. Okay, Boolean is either true or false. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Press enter, and it returns the first two products. Okay, sour brew and Evershade. Nice. Let's make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, just resize it. Okay, it's not a very important tab, but this is more for the automation itself. Okay. Now, in order for this to send automatic emails to the supplier with the product and the amount that we want to order, we're gonna need to use code. Okay, so we're gonna use AppScript, which is the scripts of the Google ecosystem, or spreadsheet, or Google Sheets. Okay, and I'm not a developer. I'm not gonna write the entire code from scratch. I'm gonna explain how you can do it. Okay, first let's go back to the original spreadsheet. Open extensions. Click on AppScript. And this is where you're gonna write your code. Okay, so I'm gonna click select all, copy, close it, go here, do the same thing, extensions, AppScript, and we are gonna select everything. Okay, you don't need this, Control V. Okay, now if you don't know any JavaScript, it's not the end of the world. You can ask ChatGPT to help you with this. Okay, just let him know whatever is on your spreadsheet. You can take this code, by the way. I'm gonna leave this spreadsheet in the description. You can take this code, put it in ChatGPT, tell it, listen, I want to change this and that, change it for me, and hopefully it will do it right. Okay, it's pretty good. It's doing it pretty good. Okay, unless it's very complex. Okay, so we have, I'm gonna briefly explain what's in here. We have two formulas in here. So one is gonna add a menu item. Okay, so basically in here we're gonna have another menu item that says reorder, and we're gonna be able to click it and send emails. Okay, whenever we click it. Okay, and run an entire script, which I'm gonna explain in a moment. Then you have the main formula. Okay, which is actually the one sending the emails and changing statuses, which I'm gonna explain in a moment. And you can set your email in here. Okay, so this is the email body. Okay, so dear supplier, or supplier it should be. Okay, delete it. You can change it, by the way. Everything that is in red here, you can change. This is dynamic, so don't change it unless you know what you're doing. And this is going to be the subject line. Okay, again, it's part text, part dynamic. Okay, and basically what we're writing here, dear supplier, we hope this email finds you well. We would like to place an order for a reorder for the following items: product and the product itself, the quantity, and please confirm receipt of this order at your earliest convenience. Thank you very much for your continued partnership and support. Best regard, your name. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so the first time you're gonna run this code, Google is gonna ask you to authorize it. Okay, and it's gonna look a little bit scary, but trust me, it's not. I'm gonna run it right now, and you're gonna see. You can actually look for it online. Maybe I try to find it and put it in the description. So basically, you save your project. Okay, you run your code. Okay, and the first time it might not do everything. Just do it to make sure everything runs correctly. Run your code. It's gonna ask for authorization. Click review permissions. Click on your Google profile. Yeah, I know it looks dangerous. It's just Google telling you, listen, you're running a script. If you know what you're doing, perfect. If you don't, like, be careful, okay? So, by the way, you can take this code, put it in ChatGPT, ask it like if it's dangerous or not, just to make sure. But I'm gonna run it in here. So click advanced, click on go untitled, to untitled, give it the permissions it's asking for, click continue, and you can read everything, obviously. Continue, and execution completed. Perfect. Okay, now let's go here, back to the spreadsheet. Okay, and now you can see that you have the new button here. Okay, so you can click it and send reorder emails. Now, what is this going to do? It's basically gonna send an email, as I said, to the suppliers, telling them which product you want and how much you want them to send to you, and it's gonna change this, the reorder sent, to true. So basically, we don't want to spam the suppliers with too many emails. Like if we already sent an email, we're gonna want to mark it and not send it again. Okay, and this is why I set the filter here to only accept rows where reorder is yes and reorder sent is false. Okay, so once I run it, it's gonna send the emails and it's gonna change this to true in here. Okay, in here, and the next thing it's gonna do is gonna check if this is still yes. If it's set to no, this is gonna be marked as false. Okay, I'm gonna show you everything. I know it's a lot of information. Let's start by running it. Okay, so click on reorder, send reorder email. This is gonna send email to these two. Okay, send reorder email. Running the script, give it a moment. Reorder email sent and the supplier updated. Okay, let's make sure everything runs correctly. Okay, nice. So you see in here, we don't have any information right now because this changed the reorder sent to true. Okay, now let's make sure that we actually got those emails. So let's go to this email and it didn't update yet. Let's refresh. Perfect. Okay. So we got the reorder request for Solar Brew Kettle, okay, and for Evershade tent. So let's click on both of them. And as you see, we have everything that we wrote in that code. So, dear supplier, we hope this message finds you well. We would like to blah, 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 blah. Product, Solar Brew Kettle. Okay, so it's dynamic and the quantity. Okay, best regards, your name. Same for the second one, and you can see this has changed because this is dynamic. All right, now let's go back to the spreadsheet. And to show you that the code actually changes this back to true, we're gonna change the inventory of Solar Brew Kettle to be enough. Okay, so let's do it too. So go back to suppliers. This changed to no. Okay, now let's run the code again. And as you can see, once it finishes, it changes this back to true. And if we go back to the email just to make sure it didn't spam us, as you can see, it didn't send any other emails. Okay. Whew, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to include this spreadsheet in the description. You can just make a copy and use it yourself. You can alter it a little bit, just make sure you know what you're doing with the code. I might create another video for those of you who are not very comfortable with coding, using a tool called make.com, which was called previously Integromat. It's like Zapier. It's used for no-code automations. Yeah, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you want me to create something for you, I can help you with creating spreadsheets, dashboards, automations, whatever. Send me an email. I'm going to leave it in the description below as well. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye, guys. Hey, just a quick little thing that I forgot to mention in the video. If you want the automation to run by itself without you having to click on that button every time, you can go back to AppScript. Okay, so again, go to extensions, AppScript, go over here, go to here to the left menu, click on triggers, click on add trigger below on the right, select the right function, so send reorder emails not on open. Okay, and select source event time driven, and then you can select when you want your automation to run, so every hour, every 2 hours, every 12 hours, whatever. Okay, so click, for example, every hour, and you can do by day as well, by week, whatever. Click on save, and it will load, and it will probably ask you to authorize it, okay, because this is another script. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let's see. Okay, in my case it didn't, but it might ask you to authorize it. I might have authorized it before. So now you have a time-based trigger, and this will run automatically. Okay, that's it. Just wanted to mention that. This is pretty important. See you in the next video. Bye.